Everybody knows LeBron, the player. We see LeBron, the public figure, and the leader that he is. Um, I know you're a 26-year-old who just finished his third year, so you're not going to say anything bad about LeBron. But just provide provide some insight into what type of teammate he is, and what separates him in terms of his greatness on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, that's something that I talked with a bunch of people in interviews this year about. Was they wanted to know what it was like to be his teammate and all this, and I was like trying to give them information. I was like, well, I was on two-way for the first year that he was here, so I wasn't even with him most of the time. But uh, I'm usually in the building, on whatever day of the week because I'm with the South Bay team and the NBA team. So uh, every day I was there, I saw him there, and he was there before everybody else. That's like one of the crazy things that people talk about is like how are like the Michael Jordans, the Kobe's, the LeBron James, like how are all these guys so good and yet they continue to get better and they continue to dominate year after year, and it's the work, man, the work. And that's one thing I think from him that is rubbed off on me the most is the work ethic. It's just like it's literally your job to go lift weights or play basketball or get recovery. It's like you get paid very, very handsomely to do all this stuff. It's like, well, just do something every day. Do something every day, and you're going to get better over time. And those couple days that somebody misses or something like that, they end up passing them up. And in their case, they're already like 3 or 4 steps ahead of them. So now when they don't take the off days and the other people do, now they're just light years ahead.
I think the hardest thing in the world is sustained excellence. And I don't know if it was Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers recently had a quote talking about this. Like, can you can have one good year? Can you have three or one good month? Can you have one good year? Can you have 3 good years? Can you have a good decade? That's greatness. Maybe it was Tiger. I can't. Yeah, it was Tiger. It was Tiger. But to see someone do that for 17 years is insane, and we've talked about it a ton. But it's evident just based on his body, his availability. Think about it. Other than his injury in your first year, with the Lakers playing with him, he's been available his whole career, and so it's evident that he is putting in the work and he's taking the time on a daily basis to prepare himself to be available to play.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a special man. Like you talked about earlier when you gave him his intro of like the man he is, the teammate, the world leader. Like this dude does so much, and then yet he just wants to be great at everything he does. Like he wants to be the best. Like it's we have a lot of competitive people within the realm of the NBA. Like plenty of guys. I'm sure that they can show up and just hoop any day, and then they're going to compete like it's their first day on the job, and that's one thing that I think him and then also Rondo is like the big saying is like you're only as good as your last game, right? Like it's like okay, you lose, it's like all right, well let's play again. You're only as good as the last one you play. It's like if you have that mindset year after year, like day after day, and then year after year, like you said, and then all of a sudden it's a decade, now it's 15 years, and now he's in year 17 doing these things. Like that's people don't have 17-year basketball careers from middle school till like even starting younger than that, like starting like when you played city league basketball. Like most people don't play basketball for 17 years of their life, and this dude's been doing it in the NBA, and like you said, like 100-game years, year after year, playing in the Olympics, doing all that. Like it's just it's on another level.